I would like to introduce to you right now a concept, and we like to call it Twistmas. Look at the way I'm smiling just at the mention of twist, like behave, just behave, behave. The signature bloom bar lights is how you know that you have arrived in Accra. And all that jazz. So our next category now is food. Not gonna lie to you, this list is kind of extensive, like it's a long one. I'm gonna start off with obviously our local dishes and stuff like that, where you guys can find some nice local food. So when I say local food, I mean your fufu, your bankus, just anything Ghanaian. When you think Ghana, local food, these are the places to go. So off the top of my head, Boka in Osu does really nice local food. I know Bush Canteen does really good local food. For your wache and the rest, we have Aisha, what they call her, Aisha Wache, Auntie Moni Wache, and Katawodi. So my Ghanaians, I beg, help me out in the comment section down below. If I've missed anything out, let me know. In Accra, the local food spots, let me know. So yeah, apart from the local food, if you're the type of person that doesn't really like to indulge in such things and you're more of a pizza burger type of person, we do have KFC in Ghana, we have Burger King in Ghana, we have Pizza Hut in Ghana, and more specifically in Accra. Actually, you know, let me not say Ghana, they go to school for a day, you can't be asking me where's the Burger King, I beg. We also have other really good burger places that are not like international, but Peter Pan, I don't care what anybody says, yeah, I know people are going to come for me, but I love Peter Pan. They do really good chicken burgers. That's like my favorite burger place, and they're 24 hours. The one in East Legon is 24 hours, so literally any time of the day you need food, Peter Pan is your place. Fast food restaurants, Peter Pan is up there, not gonna lie. What else do we have? We have Starbites, Papaya. That should have been one of the first things I mentioned, not gonna lie to you. So my apologies, but I just want to recommend that if you are going to Ghana, Accra, just make sure that papaya is consumed in your time in Accra, otherwise the trip was a waste, not gonna lie to you. Yeah, some other really good burger places are Cheeks and Ribs, Burger and Relish, Coffee Lounge. I think Honeysuckle do burgers, but Honeysuckle, when you go to Honeysuckle, forget about burger. In fact, forget about burger when you go to Honeysuckle. Let me tell you what to order, yeah? You wanna get the fried yam and the hot green pepper, yeah? And honey wings. That's literally all you need. Back in the day when I was younger, in like what year was I in? Year 8 or year 9, I can't remember, like Form 3, Form 4, them times, I would literally skip a whole class. Me and my friend Stacy, we used to skip a whole class, yeah? Order, them times they used to allow us to order food to the school. I can't remember how much my mom used to give me when I used to go to school, like, but our money would always be like 1 CD short or 2 CD short. So we'll bring our money, I'm like, stay, we need 1 CD or 2 CDs. Then we'll now go to our friends, you have 1 CD, you have 50%, you have this, you have that. Then we're collecting people's money and then we'll add it. Then we'll go and use it to buy Honeysuckle. Then we'll go and call Honeysuckle and then we tell them that we want fried yam ×2, pepper and honey wings ×2, and we'll go to the music room, because them times the music room used to be free, and we'll go and indulge. These times class is going on, you know, but when the music room eating, oh my god, those were the days. But yeah, Honeysuckle, yam chips, hot pepper and honey wings, does it. So yeah, now that we're done with like pizzas and fast food and whatnot, I'm gonna talk a bit about fine dining and like restaurants and stuff. So the most like popular places that people like to go to are actually the restaurants within hotels. So like the hotels that I mentioned earlier on in the first half of the guide, we have the Kempinski's, we have the Movenpicks, we have the Labardis, we have the Fiesta Royales. The restaurants within them do really good like buffets and breakfast and stuff like that. Apart from the hotels, we have restaurants like Bistro 22. Bistro is just like a go-to, but it's a really nice restaurant at the same time. It's cute for like date nights as well. Like Coco Lounge, Urban Grill are within the same building. They're also really good restaurants. If you're into Chinese food, Imperial is like our go-to. Like everybody knows about Imperial. Japanese food, I've eaten at XO once, and the one time that I went there was really good as well. So if you're into like your sushis and stuff like that, XO is the place for you. Okay, so I think I've got more or less activities out the way. I've literally told you guys, you know, where to prep, where to get your hair done, where to get your nails done, where to eat. And the one thing that is missing that I know you guys are just itching for, yeah, is the nightlife. We've got our nails done, we've got our hair done, everything is on fleek, yeah. but where we actually going. So first thing you want to do is pre-drink, and the first place I'm going to recommend is Bloom Bar. Like you guys, like I don't think I even need to do too much talking when it gets to Bloom Bar, honestly. Bloom Bar, like how can I even describe Bloom Bar? It's like an outdoor bar basically. It used to be on a rooftop, but it was a lot smaller. This wasn't last December, the December before, it used to be like on some rooftop, but it just wasn't big enough, so they moved location to some bigger. It's bigger and better in Osu, and it's amazing. The vibe, the music, like everything is perfect. Like when you go to Bloom Bar and you see the signature lights, then you know that you're there. The signature Bloom Bar lights is how you know that you have arrived in Accra. If you do go to Bloom Bar and you're in a group, I recommend getting a fish bowl. Yeah, it's basically like a really big drink, like comes in a massive glass, and you share like with your friends, so it gives you like the option of sharing with like 4, 3, however many people you want to. You get your little straws and you go and you jam. Like that's it, like that's really it. It's a vibe. And everyone just moves off to the clubs, you know, but we get to that in a bit. Number 2 on the list, Purple Pub. So Purple Pub is basically it's a pub. It's literally a pub, but I don't want you to go thinking the Queen Vic or something like that, because there's literally nothing like that. It's literally like on the roadside. It's in some dingy corner somewhere. It's not what you expect it to be, but the atmosphere is lit. It's literally Purple Pub, that little area over there, that stretch, it literally pops off. Like there's always something happening over there, and the drinks over there are really good as well. They're relatively cheap. When you go there, ask for 5 fingers. 5 fingers is basically an alcoholic concoction made up of 5 different drinks, so 5 different alcoholic beverages. No, I think 4 alcoholic beverages and a chaser. Other places I recommend, if you're not really into the whole giddy giddy, you just want to chill or like relax before, you know, the night actually begins, Sky Bar is a really nice vibe as well. It's a lot quieter, but the views from Sky Bar, amazing. It's basically on a, I don't want to call it a skyscraper, because Ghana do have skyscraper. It's basically on a rooftop of a really tall building. Like it's not a skyscraper, but it's just a really tall building, but the view of Accra is amazing, honestly. Okay, so now the actual clubs. We've gotten our pre-drinks, we've gone to wherever, Purple Pub or Bloom Bar or Sky Bar or all 3, if you really like to jam. And now we're heading to the clubs. But where are we going? Where are we actually going? Okay, I would like to introduce to you right now a concept, yeah? And we like to call it Twistmas. It's called Twistmas. And what Twistmas is basically, I don't know, look at the way I'm smiling just at the mention of twist, like behave, just behave. So Twist is basically a club in Ghana that is, I think, is one of the most popular clubs in Ghana, in Accra, not gonna lie to you. What Twistmas is basically, you know how clubs are normally open from like say a Friday to a Sunday and the rest of the week they're closed? Twistmas, from a certain date in December to a certain date in January, because they know everyone has come home to enjoy life, they have decided with the kindness of their hearts to leave the club open every single day of the week. Every day, as in Sunday to Sunday, Twist is open. Oh my god. But yeah, no, Twist is a really, really good club. The atmosphere in there, the DJs are really good, drinks are really good, everything is just, ugh. Smooth it out. It's 2 floors, there's upstairs and there's downstairs. Sometimes if the downstairs is not jamming, you go upstairs and the upstairs is jamming. There's a balcony, there's, oh, god damn it, I'm getting excited talking about it, literally. Yeah, but Twist is one of the best clubs. I think the days that really jam are like obviously like the weekend, so Friday, Saturday. But the only thing is it can get extremely packed to the point where it's not even enjoyable anymore. That's the only thing, so just make sure you get there early, because from like 2-3 a.m. onwards, if you're getting to Twist at them times, you need to really reconsider the whole night. You might as well just go home, because it will be a struggle getting in. And the bouncers over there, they take their jobs extremely seriously. So if you know what's good for you, the Twist, if you're gonna go there, pattern it properly. That's what I have to say. So yeah, that's Twist. That one is open all week round. On Thursdays, Carbon is really good. Wednesday, Firefly, that's also a really good vibe as well. It's a lot smaller than the 2 clubs, but the vibe is still really good. Drinks on point, DJs on point, everything's really good. But I feel like the young people, it's more young people in Firefly than obviously Twist. Twist, not gonna lie to you, like I said before, the bouncers, they don't play. If you look below a certain age, you're not getting in, so don't even try it. Tantra has reopened. Tantra is a club that we used to go to back in the day, like in secondary school, and they recently like reopened it. I'm not sure what's gonna be like in December, but I hear that's a good club as well. And another very, very important thing that I would like to take note of right now before we move on is the burgers. In fact, not even just the burgers, the food at the nightclubs. This is one thing about clubs in Accra, is that almost every single club sells food after a certain time, like in the morning. So you be there and you're about to leave, then you walk outside and you smell a certain aroma. You look around, you'll be thinking, what's happening? Then you see somebody, or tutu nam, or tutu nam is making kebab. Like, you'll be confused. But don't fret, it's just a normal procedure that we all like to indulge in after the clubs. We go and we buy either burger, Twist burger, or Twist pizza or kebab. Twist pizza I actually haven't tried before, but the burgers are really good, especially when you're drunk and you're hungry. Like, you don't want to think about anything else but food, and they make it literally fresh in front of you. They grill the food right outside the club, and yeah, so you have cheeseburgers, normal burgers, kebabs, pizza, literally, and it's all actually really nice as well. It's just so convenient because in this country there's just nothing like that. Like, you leave and you now have to go and physically look for food. Do you know how long that is? I think that's such a smart thing to do. Literally just open a club and open a mini grill section outside. Like, that's just literally so the smartest business move I think ever. Like, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it for like nightlife and stuff like that. Ubers are probably the quickest and easiest ways to get around, but do be safe in these Ubers. Not gonna lie to you, I have heard a few horror stories about this and that happening in an Uber, and a kidnapping here and a kidnapping there. Like, just make sure that you are getting in the right Uber. Check the license plate, check on your app that the driver is the same person driving. Yeah, just be extra cautious. Take any extra precautions that you may need to just to stay safe, because I know nowadays they can be a bit, in terms of safety, the Ubers in Ghana are a bit iffy. And also, if you're driving, guys, I plead with you, drink driving. Like, it's just a no-no this December. Like, even just in general, we're not doing that. We're not drink driving. Every time Christmas is approaching, like, the number of stay safe or be careful that I hear because of like the deaths and accidents that happen is honestly sad. And I just want everyone to, above everything, just be careful, stay safe. If you feel like you're going to drink that evening, please tell Z, just take a taxi. Like, it's not that deep, you know. I know what boys are like. They will say, oh, I'm fine, I'll drive. Oh, I'm fine, I'll drive. Meanwhile, you are carrying somebody's daughter in the back, please. Yeah, so please exercise caution when you're going out at night. Moving on. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about events in Ghana that take place. So, like I said before, the crucial dates to be in Ghana are between the 24th, so the day before Christmas, and like the 5th, 6th of January. So the main events that I know are like reoccurring yearly are Afrochella. Afrochella is basically like it's a festival, and it just celebrates like African culture, so African music especially. There's a lot of like performances and stuff like that. Last year we had Daddy Lumba perform, which was amazing. It was nice to actually see like an old timer like perform, which I've never seen before. A lot of like the celebrities and stuff like that were there that Christmas also came like over for Afrochella. So your girl Jackie Aina was there with Dennis. Who else was there? Diggy Simmons was there. Like, lots of celebrities were at Afrochella. It was a really, really good event. There's music, food, obviously alcohol, and yeah, it's just a really good time. Number 2 on my list is the garden party. Now the garden party has also happened, I think 3 years consistently, like don't quote me on that, but the first time I ever went was last December for the first time, and I loved it. The vibes, oh my god, the decor, like everything was 10 out of 10 literally for the garden party. And it's basically what it says it is. It's literally a garden party, and it takes place at the Accra Polo Court. It does start off in the day with like food and small chops and stuff like that, and drinks and good music. Oh, it's honestly such a good vibe. So yeah, that's the garden party. Another event that I know happens every year is Little Havana. Little Havana is like Ghana's biggest all-white party. It happens every December, and it's basically a Cuban themed all-white party. But I think at this point we've scrapped the whole Cuban theme thing, and everyone just comes in all white basically. And it takes place like in the mountains in Ibri. It's outside of Accra but not too far. But yeah, there's like, they organize transportation to carry you from one place to the destination, and yeah, it is a really good time. I'll make a complete list of like any other events that I will think of if I've missed any out, and you guys can help me as well in the comments if there are any events that you're holding yourself that you want to, you know, get out there. Comment it down below, let us know. So guys, I think that's about it for my official guide to Ghana enjoyment. I hope I have exhausted everything. Obviously, if you guys have any more questions, leave them down below. I might even do a whole different Q&A video for any like questions that you guys might have about anything to do with Ghana. I'm your girl. Add me on Snapchat, add me on Instagram. Any questions can be directed there. I will answer them, or obviously in the comment section. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts, your opinions, anything that you feel you want to add. Do feel free and go ahead. And also, if you are planning on coming to Ghana and you're more of like a visual person, you want to see what life is about and, you know, the enjoyment, you want to see it happen live in action, then I would recommend watching some of my vlogs. I have uploaded a couple of vlogs from last year and the year before and the year before that, so do check them out. My best friend also has a vlog channel, Mariam Yunusa, so check out her vlog channel as well. She has 2 Ghana vlogs up from last December, so make sure you do check it out. I'll leave it down below in the description box. And yeah, that's it guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've actually really enjoyed talking to you guys about this and giving you all this information. I hope this has been helpful. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.